The first step toward quitting porn is to shift from denial to acceptance. You must acknowledge that you have a problem. You have an unwanted habit in your life, and you should be aware that it is physically harming your brain. If you lack motivation to stop watching pornographic content, it is because you believe there is nothing wrong with the activity. Welcome to your life-changing adventure of male self-improvement. Our mission is to help you develop into the best version of yourself. We will inspire you to overcome daily obstacles and coach you through the process of becoming a high-value man. Watching our videos will enhance the quality of your life. Listen up, gentlemen. The information that follows may alter your life. Yes, porn is a drug. That is a known fact. All of the data indicates that continuous intake of pornography causes brain shrinkage and reduced activation in the brain. If you continue to use it, your brain will degenerate for the rest of your life, much like a bad narcotic. If that makes you nervous, and it should if you don't want to be a drooling junkie, that should be enough reason to begin step 1 of quitting porn for good. The first thing you should do is break down your habit. Give these 3 factors some serious consideration and effort. Number 1. How much time do you dedicate to pornography? Look up your calendar and tally up all the time you have spent during the last week, 2 weeks, or months. It might accumulate to a staggering amount of time that you could be putting toward other aspects of your life, as we will discuss later in this video. Number 2. Determine how frequently you need to keep returning to watch pornography. If you discover that it interrupts your workday because you can only get through an hour of work before you need to get another hit of porn, or you need to get another hit every 2 to 3 days, this is the frequency of your obsession. Consider each of these aspects, as well as how long you can go without porn and how long you can go without experiencing withdrawal symptoms. Determine what occurs when you don't use visual stimuli and how long you can go without it. What happens to you after that? What emotions do you feel? What are your thought processes? You need to break that down, because if you do it frequently and find that you can't go that long without it, you may have withdrawal symptoms. If you start to get headaches, or if you become nervous, get agitated, or frustrated. If your movement is erratic, going up and down and all over the place. All of these are indications that you have an addictive behavior, which is a problem. Number 3. Finally, you should evaluate how the type of pornography you view evolves over time. That's another telling clue. If it used to be mild porn and then the intensity and graphic nature are now increasing, you find yourself scrolling through all the different kinds of hardcore porn you may not have experienced before. That means your brain needs more intensity to achieve the same level of enjoyment. You must also recognize that it is not due to your increased libido. Many men believe that pornography is necessary because they are the special ones with a high libido. That is not correct. We know that those who are drawn to pornography typically have a brain pattern with reduced activation that requires stimulation, as well as an anxious brain pattern that requires calming. As a result, it has nothing to do with your libido and everything to do with your brain. Many times, this is due to childhood trauma, which led to the use of pornography or sexual practices as a coping mechanism. So consider how your libido will improve if you avoid this action. Step 1 is simply when you realize that, this is something that I need help with. So you need to get help right away, since the way this thing cycles in your brain means you'll only be able to call out for aid during this stage of the cycle. Because the porn hijacker will be the driving force and control, and your brain will not allow you to seek assistance later. There are several pivot points in your brain that will allow you to obtain help. So if you want it, reach out to someone you think you would like to work with. I strongly advise you to do so, since now is the time to finally destroy this habit for good. Remember, gentlemen, to stand out, you must break free from the pack and blaze your own trail. Stay strong.